Just talk about finally putting the pads on. How was that?
It was good to get out there and put the pads on just to, as far as start hitting again. You go in shorts for only so long, and it gets to be a grind to get banged up shoulders and stuff, getting hit on the shoulder with a helmet here and there. But as far as putting the pads back on, it was great. I mean, there was a lot of big hits, some good stuff going on. Probably not anywhere near where we need to be, but it was a lot better.
What has the pace been like for you so far?
Very quickly. 21 period practice seems like it went by in about 30 minutes, to be honest with you. As far as just getting out there, there's always a definite start and end to everything. There's always a goal behind everything we do in practice now. It's a lot of situational stuff, and just Coach Chiswick's done a good job of laying the ground rules for everything that we do as far as when we go team and picking up the pace and having a definite winner and loser every time, and it's kind of made it a lot more fun.
When we talked to Zimba, he said he had gained 28 pounds. Where are you at weight-wise?
I'm at 290.
And where were you going into?
270.
Do you notice the difference?
Today I did, putting on the pads. As far as carrying it or using it?
Using it.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Carrying it was a lot more heavy. Using it helps out a lot because the guy across from you is going to be 300 plus. Anywhere you go, you'll catch a guy that's a little smaller, but he's probably really quick. But putting that weight on definitely helps as far as just being able to get leverage, especially because I'm short already, so I need a little more weight, put a little more lead in my pencil. But it's as far as putting on weight, I think it's helped us all the way across the board.
When you guys, when these guys came in, did they let you guys know pretty quick, hey, y'all not big enough, y'all gotta get bigger?
Yeah, maybe not as quick as most people think. We were in the middle of an off-season program, and it's more of a program. It's not just blowing up really quickly. I mean, we've been working on getting bigger since last December, so it wasn't like we came in February and gained 20 pounds in February. I think we've put on a lot of good weight, and you can tell that we're a lot heavier, but for the most part, everybody's put on some really good weight. You wouldn't be able to tell.
Do you think speed, quickness-wise, you guys are where you need to be, or is that kind
of? As far as an offensive lineman, it's not like we got to run a 40 every down. I mean, we got to work in about a 5 to 10 yard box every time, and it's about being quick on the snap, and it's something that you really don't lose gaining that kind of weight because you're already that big anyways. Another 10 pounds ain't gonna hurt you.
Was it frustrating last season, particularly after you kind of went back to the last half of the season, went back to a more traditional kind of offense that you weren't as big as you needed to be as an offensive line?
It was definitely frustrating because you go back to running the ball every down and you don't have the weight behind you, really, so to say. But we hadn't thought about that much, to be honest with you. I've been worried about gaining weight and getting stronger and faster, which I think we've had the best off season I've seen.
Which weight do you feel more comfortable playing at?
The heavier weight, definitely. I mean,
you want to gain any more?
Sure, I'll gain some more weight. I don't know how much more. That's up to Coach Walker and the nutrition staff, but and coaches. But right now I feel good at what I'm playing at, and I think it's going to help in the long run.
Ryan, Coach Chiswick talked about some new policies, new rules he's put in as far as locker rooms, I guess what y'all wear, hats and stuff. How have you and the players sort of reacted to that?
Well, you got to do the little things right to win. I know that, and they've stressed that very much so. And discipline is a high priority on his list, and I come from places where that was the way where I grew up, and I think if you go to most of these guys' homes, it's discipline oriented, and I think they want you to treat it the same way. Just treating people with respect, doing things, looking respectable, because you're representing a university, you're representing your family, you're representing a lot more than your average student every day. So you got to look and be respected, and if you're going to be respected, you got to earn it. So I think the little things are what you got to do to win, and that's what Coach Chiswick tells us every day, and I think everyone's bought into that.
What are some of the specific things that he asked y'all to do that maybe you weren't asked to do before?
Just, take your hats off on in the building, take your earrings out, put your pants up, that kind of thing. It sounds childish, but at the same time, it's something that if you look good, you're going to play good. So
you're allowed to wear hats or earrings out on campus and stuff?
Sure. As long as you're in the building, we're in football mode. We're going to be dressed all alike. You're going to look like, those kind of things.
Have there been any of the, guys working with twos who have impressed you so far?
I mean, I'm not one to really judge anybody on twos and watching films. You have to ask Coach Grimes on that. I'm worried about making myself better, make the team better.
Have you played all center?
Yeah.
Haven't played any of the other position?
Talk about this offense, and Lee talked about it, and talked about it was fast-paced, but it was still smash-mouth. How fun is that for an offensive lineman to still have both of those mentalities, I guess?
It's really fun. I mean, it's downhill, run game. Coach Malzahn stresses it every day to us. We're a run-play action team, who's going to be a tough football team. And I think that's the mentality they're trying to establish right now, and it's really a lot of fun.